Hi guys, I'm having a really cracking morning. We've got great light, and just over there's a heronry. So there's about probably 7 or 8 pairs of herons getting ready to nest, and it's been fantastic because they're bringing in nesting material and they're flying in and hovering above the nests, and it's slightly windy, so that's also helping because they're hitting the wind and they're staying up. So it's great for video and it's great for stills. As I say, the light's fantastic, so I've got good quality images. I'm on ISO 250, 1600th of a second, f8 at the moment, and I've got my 600mm lens with a 1.4 converter on because they are quite a long way away, and I'm using a full frame Z6 II. So as I say, even though this is a man-made reservoir, it's got natural edges, and there's so much happening all the time. We've got herons coming in and out, and as I say, they're just over there, but they're a fair distance away. But with the 600, the 1.4, and the fact that they're quite a big bird, I'm getting some really nice shots. I've also seen a buzzard go past, and briefly we had a great white egret come in. So there's loads of wildlife here. I've also seen little egrets and a pair of great crested grebes, and I think they're getting ready to nest as well. In fact, I think I can see them over there at the moment. So it's absolutely superb. The lights are really great. Earlier, always a heron coming in now. Oh blimey, this is just so good. He's just coming into hover now. Oh, that's brilliant. They're just coming down into the nest. So they're picking up nesting material from all around the back here, and then flying round, and then just flying in onto the nest. And as I say, there's about, I don't know, 8 pairs maybe, maybe 9 or 10 pairs. So it's great. And as I say, herons, they nest together in a heronry, so they sort of band together in little groups, sometimes much bigger groups, but this is superb, absolutely loving it. Hi guys, it's about 11 o'clock and definitely time for a tea break because the activity in the heronry over there has died right down, and you'd sort of expect that because wildlife in general is much more active in the mornings and the evenings. So if you want to see wildlife, it's better to be out early or late in the day. And as I say, it was cracking this morning. The light wasn't quite as good as it is now, but there was lots of activity, and you know, herons coming in and out. I've got video footage, I've got stills, saw a great white egret briefly, a buzzard flew over. It's just been brilliant, so I've so enjoyed this. I'm going to stick around, maybe have lunch here and then pop to another nature reserve this afternoon, and then maybe come back later in the day when, you know, there might be a bit more activity here. But to be honest, I've got so much footage and so many stills that it doesn't really matter what happens for the rest of the day. So yeah, my advice is, if you want to see wildlife, enter the day, get out early or stay out late. That's when you're going to see the most stuff. And this is brilliant. As I say, it's a reservoir, but it's got nice natural edges, so it looks good. So don't rule out reservoirs. They're great places for wildlife. It just attracts all this bird life in. So I've had a brilliant morning, really enjoyed it so far, and the light's great all day, so I'm definitely sticking around all day. I might go somewhere else for the afternoon, but it's been brilliant. So yeah, bye for now guys, and I will speak to you soon. Morning guys, I'm back at the heronry again. Now there's not a lot of activity at the moment, but the light is absolutely fantastic. It's about 20 minutes after sunrise and it's just beautiful. I've got a couple of a little bit of footage of swans flying across, and there's a couple of great crested grebes floating around as well. So you know, hopefully I'll get some good stuff this morning. What a cracking morning though, it's just absolutely beautiful. In a minute I'll pan around and show you the whole place, but it's superb. I'm at the reservoir again. I've got the heronry over there. There are a couple of herons on the nests at the moment, but there's not a lot of activity, whereas we haven't got herons coming in and out like I had a couple of days ago. So fingers crossed, any great shots I get or any decent footage or pictures I get, I'll put on the end of this video. But I'm looking forward to a really good day's photography. I'm going to spend the morning here and then probably hit the coast and maybe do some shorebirds this afternoon. But you know, the light is great. It's going to be good all day, I think. So yeah, I'll speak to you soon guys. I haven't got any shots of herons or a video of herons. It's really quiet at the moment. But what I have got, I can't quite believe it actually, is I've got two great crested grebes and they're doing their sort of mating dance, and it's absolutely fantastic. One of them brings some weed to the other one and they turn their heads and their bodies and they move up and down, and it's something I've been wanting to film for ages. And I did get a little bit of footage of two great crested grebes a few weeks ago doing that similar sort of thing, but in really poor light and a bit further away. And now I've got it with the weed and the whole thing in really good light. I can't believe it actually. So if I don't get any more pictures or anything for the rest of the day, I've got this little bit of footage of two great crested grebes doing their sort of mating dance, and it's absolutely fantastic, and I've got it in good light as well. So I'm really pleased, and it's worth getting up early for, just to get these little moments. And it might be you get this one small moment in the whole day, and that's all you need. So it's not about quantity, It's about getting the shots you want, the quality. Now, can I get better footage of this you know, event, this mating dance? Yeah, probably, but this is the best I've got so far, and I'm really pleased. So yeah, I'll speak to you soon, guys. Here we have the pair of great crested grebes, and as I say, I photographed the mating dance, or I videoed the mating dance a couple of weeks ago, and that was okay, but this was much better. The actual male, I think it was a male because he's the one that brought the weed over to the female, came up onto his toes, and it was that sort of ritual mating dance. It was absolutely fantastic to watch, a real privilege actually. And sometimes you see both the male and the female literally dance across the water on their toes, but in this case just one of the grebes came up on their toes, but it was still fantastic to watch. Absolutely superb light, so I was really pleased to get this sort of mating dance again on video. Yeah, stunning morning, great light, and a great thing to watch. At this time of year, the grey herons are quite territorial because they're all building nests, and these two herons, it was fantastic. It was an unbelievable aerial display, and I think it's because one of the herons encroached on the other heron's nest, or got a little bit too close, so one was chasing the other one off, and it was brilliant to watch, like two sort of fighter planes, you know, whizzing around the sky. It was a great spectacle, and I don't think I would have been able to record this or get this video footage if I'd have still been using my DSLR, because I would have needed to be in live view and trying to follow the action on the back of the camera, but with my new Z6 II, it's got an electronic viewfinder, and it's so much easier to track this sort of movement when you're shooting video footage. So yeah, from a video point of view, my new camera is really working out well, and I'm getting stuff that I probably wouldn't have got before, so that's great light, a great wildlife moment, and I've been able to capture it properly as well, so it's all good. I had a brief visit from a great white egret. It literally came in for a few seconds and then flew off again. And then just at the end of the day, when the light was going, it came back in again, had a little mooch around, walked around, and then disappeared into the reed bed. So that was a nice way to finish the day off. And then on the other side of the causeway, I also got loads of great pictures of cormorants coming in, and they're doing the same thing as the grey herons. They're nesting at the moment, so I had cormorants coming in again in really lovely late afternoon sunlight, bringing in nesting material, flying around, so it was fantastic. and I think, you know, it's a really great place to go and visit at this time of year. A lake or a reservoir. There's so many water birds, there's so much going on. I've got pictures of swans flying across, there was ducks as well. It was just, over those 2 days, it was fantastic, and I will definitely be going back later on in the spring, well, you know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks time, a little bit longer, and hopefully maybe get some of the chicks as well. And I'm shooting from a big, quite a distance away, so there's no way I can disrupt any of the animals. I've got my 600mm lens and the 1.4 converter on, so I'm a fair distance away from all the action, so it'll be nice to see what happens as the spring comes on, and we start to get some chicks, and the herons, you know, that'll be great to see the heron chicks and see how they get on in the nests. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have enjoyed it, if you can consider subscribing if you haven't already, that would be brilliant. And if you've liked this, if you can give it a like, press the thumbs up, that will be brilliant. That's always good for my channel. And you know, maybe if you can give it a share also, that would be superb. So as I say, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you on my next video. So bye for now, guys.